World leaders pledged to end extreme poverty within the next 15 years, adopting an ambitious set of United Nations goals to be backed up by trillions of dollars in development spending. The new UN agenda aims to end poverty, ensure healthy lives, promote education and combat climate change.
The ambitious UN Sustainable Development Goals that aim to end poverty, hunger, assure gender equality and build a life of dignity for all over the next 15 years have been adopted by the 193-member General Assembly. The new framework, Transforming Our World, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, is composed of 17 goals and 169 targets. UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon termed the agenda as a to-do list. He called on countries to act in solidarity, rising above national interests to achieve these goals.
To achieve these new global goals, we will need your high-level political commitment. We will need a renewed global partnership. Governments agreed on a visionary charter dedicated to we the peoples. The agenda you are adopting today advances the goals of the Charter. It embodies the aspirations of people everywhere for lives of peace, security, and dignity on a healthy planet. Let us today pledge to light the path to this transformative vision. I count on your strong leadership and commitment.
He also called the current summit a defining moment in human history that defines the vision for a better world with an aim to end poverty in all its forms.
The new agenda is a promise by leaders to all people everywhere. It's a universal, integrated, and transformative vision for a better world. It's an agenda for people to end poverty in all its forms.
The 17 goals that have been adopted aim at ending poverty and hunger everywhere, combating inequalities within and between countries, building peaceful, just and inclusive societies, protecting human rights, promoting gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls, ensuring lasting protection of the planet and its natural resources, creating conditions for sustainable, inclusive and sustained economic growth, shared prosperity and decent work for all by 2030. These Sustainable Development Goals replace the earlier Millennium Development Goals or MDGs. The United Nations says the SDGs go much further than the previous goals because they address the root causes of poverty and pledge to leave no one behind, including vulnerable groups. They also emphasize the need to tackle climate change urgently and protect the environment through a shift to sustainable consumption and production and wiser management of natural resources. The SDGs are intended to be universal, applying to all countries rather than just the developing world. They recognize the key role of the private sector in pursuing and financing sustainable development in partnership with governments and civil society. It is hoped that this first historic step will go a long way in making the world a better and more equitable place for all. With Sudhakar Das and Ajay Mishra in New York, Bureau Report, DD News.